All right, guys, today's lesson focuses a little bit on graphing and graphing skills. So we're going to go over graphing real quick with this Desmos. In the middle of it, Miss Alonso, if you could pause it when I tell you to at the end of this little first intro, then we're going to get into some paper notes and then go back in and finish the slides. Okay? First things first, what is the name of the horizontal axis? Horizontal, like horizon. Like if you're looking at the water in the distance, the horizon. This is called the x-axis, right? Left and right. The x-axis goes left and right. Put that in your brain. All right, what is the name of the vertical axis? The one that goes up and down. Vertical leap, vert ramp for skaters. This is called the y-axis, okay? All right, this one, time for some target practice. It says, change the numbers in the table below so the point hits the bullseye. Well, I see the bullseye is right here, so how would I change these numbers? Remember your coordinates, over 5, up 1. That's where this is right here. To the right, 5, up 1. To the right is positive, to the left is negative. These are words you're going to need to know. All right, so if I change this to maybe over 2, up 6, that's in the red, but it's not exact. Why don't you guys try to get the exact one? And if you get a good one, maybe you can share it with your teacher. All right. I'm thinking 2.5 maybe. Oh, 2.3. Now we're using decimals and maybe not quite 6, maybe like 5.8. All right. Get the idea? Do the best you can on the next couple slides. Okay. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. You guys can share in class what you guys got. Doing the same idea here. To the right, probably 3.4 maybe, 3.5, up 2 maybe. All right, like I said, I'm not going to go through all of these, but take your time on these. Could be a decimal over 5, but this one's a little different. So you're going to go to the right 5, maybe 5.5, right here in the middle. To the right 5.5, and are we going up or are we going down? Look at our negatives. So maybe down 4, and look at where I'm at, okay? Take your time when you're doing these. All right, this one. You can, what does it say to do? Oh, you can also just put it as a coordinate point. So go as a point, just write it as a point here, parentheses, maybe to the left. Now we're going to the left because these are negatives. To the left, 3, and maybe down, I put comma down, negative 2. Okay, do the best you can. This one's tough. It says, drag the black point so that the target center is at -5, +4. Well, this is going to be kind of difficult, but look at the coordinates they've given you. Which coordinate's going to help you? How about the one that has 0, 0, the origin? If I start here, and where does it want me to go? -5. So I would go over 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I believe it'd be right there. All right, best you can. This one's a little more challenging because you don't have anything to really deal with. -1, think of it -1, -8. So the origin's probably like up here. So think about the 0, 0 is probably up here. So how would you hit that? If 0, 0 is here, you probably go to the right 4, down 3 maybe. I don't know. Try it out. Try this one out as well. Just play around with it. If somebody gets there, have somebody share out what they got. This one's a little interesting. You're trying to get as many points as you can. So click the points you want to include on this bullseye. All right. And then was the score what you thought it was going to be? Okay. That was your intro into graphing. Now, Miss Alonso, could you pause it, please, on the screen on slide 12? Okay. So today's lesson, I know it's going to look kind of funny, but you can see my golf coffee mug here. You see it here. It says keep calm and golf on. I love to golf. So if I was to take this image here, right, and I move it this way, and then I move it down, or if I take it here and move it to the left or right, this is hard to tell which way it is for you guys because it's in reverse. But if I just move it, I don't move the way the cup looks. Look at where the handle is. The handle's not moving. What if I did this, then the handle moves? That's something else we're going to learn later. But this is called a translation, where you take something and it slides from one spot to another, okay? Now, what we're going to be doing is translation. So get your paper in front of you. Ms. Alonso, feel free to go ahead and pass those out. And we're going to talk about how to handle a translation. Now, a translation moves an image. It moves the image And let me be clear, actually, it moves a pre-image. So can you put a note here saying this is called the pre-image? That's the pre one, the one beforehand. And we're going to move it to make it called the image. And I'm going to use a different color. All right, now, what are we going to do first? We're going to go ahead and take it from one point at a time. So looking at this image, 1 point at a time, it says translate 5 units to the right and 1 unit up from each point. So start at T, and it says go 5 units to the right and 1 unit up. Okay, so I'm going to start here at T, and I'm going to go 5 units right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go 1 unit up. And there's my new T. But I can't call it T because that's called T. This is weird. In these kind of transformations is what they're called. You put T prime, you put like a little apostrophe there. So it's like a little apostrophe. That's not an exponent. It's like a little apostrophe, like on your keyboard when you would do some of that. All right. That's called T prime, the word prime. Okay. Now do the same thing with B over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. And this is B prime. Okay. Do the same thing with G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. And this is called G prime. And then draw your new triangle. Notice that the triangle is the same size, right? They're both the same size. They're both equal. The word for that is congruent. Congruent. They're both congruent. Congruent means the same, equal. Identical twins are congruent, okay? Congruency. That's an important word. That's a fancy word, congruent. But all we had to do was move it over 5, up 1. All right, not too difficult. Not too difficult at all. All right, next one. 1 unit left and 2 units up. All right, do the same thing with this one. 1 unit left, 2 units up. That's where the new y is going to be. 1 unit left, 2 units up. That's the G. 1 unit left, 2 units up. Oh, did I mess up there? No, yeah, 1 and then 2 up. I almost messed up there. All right, you got to take your time on this. And then draw your new triangle. You guys getting this? Not too tough. All right. This one, is there any left or right? Nope. It's just 3 units down. 3 units down. So take your U, go down 1, 2, 3. That's U prime now. Remember the word prime just means a little apostrophe. Where's the L? This is going to be going down 1, 2, 3, L prime. And then Q, 1, 2, 3, Q prime. And I forgot to go about, this is called the pre-image. This is called the image. All right, so there's some vocabulary you learned. Pre-image, image, congruent, and then also these things called primes. Those are all new things you're learning today. And then draw your triangle here. All right. Go ahead and do 4 for me. 5 units to the right, 2 units up. Miss Alonzo, feel free to pause it. Oops, that's wrong. It's 5 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 up, 1, 2. That's where it should be. See, Mr. Russo can make mistakes too sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 up. Notice the triangle must still be the same size. If it's not the same size, you did something wrong. And that was a mess up too, so don't even look at that. All right, let's keep it going. 4 units right and 4 units down. 4 units right and 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So not too difficult, but understanding the primes, understanding it's congruent, and what they're called. You guys go ahead and do 6 on your own, and then we're going to flip it over on the back side to look at the back. All right, the back side looks a little different. It says write a rule. I'm just going to say write in words. We're not going to deal with rules today. We're going to deal with that on Tuesday. So just write in words to describe each transformation. So what's happening here? You're going from K to K prime, okay? So remember, it's hard to see. I'm going to zoom in. But you only need to worry about probably just one. Actually, let's look at the Z's. This is the first one. This is the second one, right? So what did we do? Right 2, down 1. Could you write that down? You went right 2 units, down 1 unit. Okay? Keep going on this, doing the best you can. All right, I'll do maybe one more that's a little interesting. Let's just do the number 10. We'll do number 10 together too. I want you guys working maybe in your partners to look at how to do this. Feel free to ask Miss Alonso for help. She can put this on the document camera as well. This is from A to A prime. Right 1, down 3. And that's all you have to write. Right 1, down 3. Okay? We'll talk about the rules tomorrow. Don't worry about the rules yet. All right, now, awesome. At this point, let's go back to the Desmos. And unpause it and look at this. What do you notice about the slide here that's happening? Remember, the word slide is important, okay? Slide. And describe in words how this moved, just like you did right now on your worksheet. Describe in words how the blue pre-image translated to the red image. All right, now go ahead and do this one on your own using your whiteboard. And you don't need my help on this. You can work with a partner if you do need some help. Miss Alonso can feel free to go ahead and do it on hers as well. If you hit the student preview, Miss Alonso, when you have it set up, you can hit the student button. It'll show up as a student here. And then let me go ahead and go towards the end. These last couple slides, super simple. You guys got this. I would like you to finish this whole slide deck if you could. All right. Perfect. Describe in words. I like this one. We just did this one on our handout. And then this one, which triangle is a triangle translation of triangle X? This is X. Which one looks exactly like X, okay? Can't be tipped over. Can't look like this. It does look the same, but it can't be tipped over like that. All right? Best of luck, you guys. Hopefully you got this intro into this idea of translations. These are translations.